you regarding my linear algebra math session on this weekends on YT YouTube channel, right? On YouTube channel only. So as you can see, let me show you something here so that so what you have to do, the very first thing is like I conducted one session, right, on YouTube channel, and it was wonderful session. Many students have enjoyed that session, right? But why I did not continue my season, right? That was the one of the very great questions. So the main reason was I wanted to conduct the session, online every day from 11:30 to 12:30, but because of my hectic schedule, in the weekdays, right, and so I thought of conducting session during the weekends only, right. Now I would be conducting session during weekends, in the night. Okay, it's for linear algebra, and I hope you might have felt something different from other sessions. You might have seen linear algebra, across YouTube channels, right? But my session would have been unique to you, okay, and you might have learned more many things from that session, right? It was around 1.5 1 hour session, in fact more than 1 hour session, right? Okay, so the very first thing what you have to do here is, yeah, hi Hithik, how are you? So I'm conducting this session just for the sake of updating that how my mathematics session would be continued on YouTube channel, right? Because most of the students are looking for. So I'm going to bring more exclusive, concept on YouTube channel for other subject as well, not only for mathematics. But mathematics is one of the integral part of our preparation, where most of the aspirant, delay to start preparing for that, right? So to get started, I started with linear algebra, right, and I conducted one session, exclusive session, where you guys have enjoyed, right? So first of all, what you have to do basically, you have to subscribe this channel. What I want from you basically, right? You have to subscribe this channel and you have to share among everyone so that your friend also could. Yeah, hi Dalip. Yeah, how are you? So so you have to share among your friends so that they could also learn mathematics because so many students are lagging. They all the time they are just by hearting the concept. Okay, suppose you want to find whether the given system of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent, right? So they always think about, okay, if we are not able to find the rank of the matrix, we can't determine the whether system is what consistent or inconsistent, right? Until uh, they write next step like augmented matrix and all, right? So hi Dalip, yeah, I'm also good. Okay, okay. So yes, I'm yeah, great. I miss you too. Actually, those BGC days, it was amazing in Pathankot. I hope you might be doing well in Jammu now, right? So yeah, gone are the days when offline was there. Today also many students prefer offline, but if you get one-to-one mentorship, right? If somebody is there who is going to conduct a class for one-to-one or one to at least 5 to 7 students, right? So they might learn. Okay, in my case, I like to conduct one-to-one session if somebody wants, or if somebody wants 1 to 5 or 6, not more than 20 or 40 students. Because see, if there are 100 students sitting in online class, right, so they might not be able to ask any question. That's what I feel, right? And one more thing is there, right? You guys are now might be getting what? Might be getting many crash courses across YouTube channel for GATE exam, right? So don't get misled by those crash courses, because you might find many mistakes also people are committing, sorry, not conducting, right? They bring questions from books only or from some test series. There are many test series and they bring questions and you guys are also following those method of solving questions. So they take a lot of time. Suppose you want to solve any network question, right? Any excitation is given, some interconnection of passive element or active elements are given, but still you are able to find the answer, but it takes a lot of time, right? So you have to avoid those kind of a method. You have to think first, okay? Think first that how we can simplify the method of solving questions, right? That's what I do, and in my sessions, many students are getting benefited now. I'm very glad that recently I started this initiative, the personal guidance, okay? And many students are getting benefited, so that is, you can say, blessing in disguise. I feel always blessed to have this kind of student. In my days I was like, in fact, I we have no resources, right? We had no resources of learning, okay, in the correct way. So if somebody is artificing the concept, that is also bad thing, right? See, if any concept is can be understood naturally, so you should go for natural process, right? You should not artifice or synthesize a new technique of solving any questions, right? Because if you go into the fundamental, so you would be able to synthesize natural way of solving questions, right? So that is what I want to focus, and I'm focusing on four major subject where many students are getting benefited. Okay, they are electronic devices, analog circuit, okay, communication system, and electromagnetics. So in fact, I also let them know that why you are lagging in these subjects. Basically, what is the reason behind that, and how can you make yourself how can you make yourself independent problem solving, you can say problem solver, right? You can become an independent problem solver, provided you need to think, right? I would show, in fact, after this live session I would conduct one live session where I would ask you to stop watching, kind of crash courses which are available on at this moment, because we have only 100 days left, okay? So don't waste your time on YouTube channels. Better take one subject, okay? Take any problem and think about it, whatever you have been learning since many days, okay? And try to solve question by yourself. If you are watching on YouTube, right, and they are just artificing the concept, let me tell you, okay, there is nothing like that. If any question is given and it is taking more than 2 pages, okay, 2 pages to solve network problem, 2 pages to solve analog circuit problem. You might have seen various tutor educator. In fact, you guys are just 19 or 20 years old, right? So you are not able to distinguish between who is dealing, how you can distinguish, who is teaching well, right? The better way of this, finding the difference in the teacher is, let me tell you guys, is somebody solving questions, like network theory, sorry, not network theory, I'm telling, analog circuit you take, right? And you have to suppose find out the gain of the transistor, and if someone is solving that question taking around 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and you guys are getting confused, okay, that, and you are freezing somewhere, right? Or you might be having some second idea that how to draw the small signal or kind of thing. So you can decide immediately that, yeah, you would not be able to solve that problem in the main exam, right? Okay, you're watching that sessions, you might be thinking that, okay, that guy has this rank, that rank, okay, so that guy is teaching well, and he has been teaching on YouTube channels across everywhere. Many students came up and gave feedback, this, that, right? So those are the and stories, okay. But prior to examination, prior to the examination, you have to decide, because in India there are many students who are studying at very good colleges, right? And they are following the approach what I'm following, right, in my teaching, right, and in my guidance, okay, in my personal guidance. So I have found that many students are good at basics, so they are able to score well. Suppose there are 100 students and one student, if there is a success rate of one student, right, okay, and getting rank is nowadays is not that easy, but yes, if you follow, if you cover all entire syllabus of gate exam, right, and many students are there who look after like what topics you need to cover in the gate exam, or from the syllabus of gate. Already that 4 year of syllabus of any branch is has been made crisp, right, has been made concise, right. There are very less topics in the gate examination. Okay, don't see as a number of chapters or number of subjects or number of topics. Just go through with your interest, right. I'm making in mind that this time I'm going to matlab फोड़ देंगे kind of thing. Okay, and don't watch all the time YouTube channels where people talk about different strategy, how to get good rank, how to get first rank, how to get PSUs, how to get sarkari jobs. Okay, you're end up wasting what you end up wasting a lot of time on that. At least take any book, take any previous year questions, try to apply your own concept, right, or get in touch with me kind of a mentor where I personally guide kind of students, right, from my from my schedule of daily work, right. So that's what I would like to suggest here, updating here, that don't waste your time on crash courses. Okay, they are just they are just what, those crash courses are just to to reach out to million of students so that student can buy those 5 to 6,000 courses, right. And don't believe that. Do you think 5,000 rupee course is worth for you to prepare for gate? Okay, never believe on that. Spend 5,000 per month but learn better things, right. Okay, at least you can manage 5,000 per month. Okay, and you can prepare for. In fact, many students are doing. In fact, they are doing with me also. They are studying with me. They are just paying 5,000 per month, right? And they are learning. They are at least in the beginning they were thinking that okay, this subject is tough. Okay, and if anybody comes on YouTube, right? Nowadays, YouTube is one of the platform can where we can where we can share our experiences, share our any kind of information which I want to make reach to you, right. So many teachers comes and say that yeah, this subject is quite tough. Okay, like communication system is quite tough. See, why they are saying, though they are the well-known faces of these subjects like communication, electromagnetics, analog circuits, devices, right? But still they say these subjects are tough. The reason is because their students, after teaching, after studying from them, are not able to solve the question on the main exam. Remember, okay? Because you can see the gate 2022 paper, okay? Many students were there, they were not able to solve questions based on communication system, based on, though electromagnetic was very less, right, this year, and analog circuit was insane, crazy kind of questions, yeah. But those questions were straightforward, okay, if you are good at basics, right. But if you get back and check IIT Madras question paper, when IIT Madras conducted question paper, so that year, oh my god, right? 4 to 5 transistors were connected in one question. Miserably, I think if somebody would follow those approach where you guys draw the small signal analysis and apply KCL, KVL and land in wrong answers, okay, don't follow these kind of a sessions. Let me frankly tell you, in fact, after 6 months, I would be coming up openly, and disclose where you guys are making mistake, right. You guys are blindly following any courses, okay, anything, right. At least I did not follow up. Okay, once upon a time I took coaching, okay, when I was preparing for gate in the year of 2013 and 14, but I realized that now those things are not being followed. After that I haven't taken any kind of these crap courses where people discuss techniques in a very lengthy, okay, approaches, right. And people use kind of a PPT where just they go through the PPT, and in fact it's, most of these students are not able to identify what kind of circuit is this, right, if you are from electronics and communication or electrical engineering, right. You can't deny from one more thing is that you can't deny that the basics of your 11th and 12th, right. if you will give a kind of an excuse, right, that sir, I did not prepare for JEE, right, and I'm not good at math, I'm not good at physics, okay, saying is not a solution. Take the action, okay, immediately download NCRT, check Khan Academy kind of a lecture where basic concepts are covered, right, so you can go through them, okay. One of the teacher was there when I was preparing for gate and I was lacking in math. See, mathematics, you might have seen there is a wide application of mathematics across all the technical subject. Any subject you talk about, signal and system, communication system, electromagnetics, okay, right? So there are many subject, yeah. So nobody emphasizes on mathematics, right? This is one of the exclusive reason, let me tell you guys. And suppose you are preparing for gate and you're not able to get success, but if you're good at basics, guys, so at least you would be having good life in future as well, right? At least you can teach for 6th to 10th standard students, 11th standard. Nowadays if you come to Bangalore kind of a city, right, or if you live in good cities, right, and if you have a skill, right, if you have a good communication skill and you are good at teaching your basic concept, right, so you can better earn, the kind of money where you would be feeling yourself that okay, this is suffice, okay, this would suffice you to stay kind of good life, okay. If there is no the word comparison exists in your life, okay, if there is a comparison word in your life, then you would never be happy despite you will earn hell lot of money, or despite you will get good rank in gate or whatever, right? So let me suggest here that if you're like you take up any aptitude question and you are facing a lot of difficulty in solving aptitude questions, I'm sharing my experience, okay. These are my experiences what I did. Suppose I'm solving any question, one of my friend was there, though I would talk about his story as well. So we both were preparing for gate, and what he did, we used to solve aptitude questions, right? So he used to solve questions in very rapid manner. His speed was in fact more than the speed of light, you can say, right? So he reached up to 50th question, but I am still in second question, okay, because I am following what I don't know what is the basic thing. Okay, any ratio, any profit loss questions, any time distance speed questions, right? Any boat and steam questions, or any number system questions, right? We're not able to solve that. Okay, we are just following. Okay, in my coaching center, they have taught in thousand students were sitting and they taught me these concepts. Unit digit. Okay, let's talk about unit digit. So why you're wasting your time on finding unit digit all the time, right? Just learn how to find unit digit and go ahead, don't waste on single concept, right? So that guy was, yeah, amazing. So from him I learned that yes, the basic things are very important and mathematics plays an important role. Then he gave gate, I gave gate, he got around 42 marks, right? But he realized that gate is not meant for him, okay. Then he wrote GRE, okay. Then he went to Singapore, he did MSc from there, and like master from there, from NTU or NSU, NUS you might be knowing, which is one of the third, what is the rank of the that university is 13 in the world, right? 11 or 13. So then he joined somewhere. Now he's working at Qualcomm, right, as a senior engineer. So he has been suggesting me that he just don't follow gate insanely, right? But in my case, I know, I was not following gate exam or something. I was just weak in basic subjects, right? So if you're weak in basic subject, you need to find some solutions, right? Now you can make the difference, right? You might watch my session on linear algebra and you can understand that how far I have reached now, okay? Not in terms of my career, okay, not in terms of money I'm making, not in terms of lifestyle I'm living today, right? But you can see the way I explain concept, okay. So you might think also that I also sometimes give references, okay, that you can also watch sessions of Professor Gilbert Strang, right? So those seasons earlier when I used to watch, I was not able to digest anything, guys. Let me frankly tell you, okay? But now we are able to understand those things because my basics are now good, right? So now I don't feel difficulty solving question on aptitudes and all, because those aptitudes are from your 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th mathematics, right? So nowadays there are free courses, free books available, right? What you can follow, you can download, okay, and you can start. So my update here is for linear algebra, that if you would show your interest, okay, so do comment on this channel, right, this in the comment box. Do let me know that whether you want me to continue mathematics session or not, right? If you want to learn linear algebra or all the topic of mathematics which will help you to score well in the gate, as well as will make you great in life, okay, in fact you will be able to understand other subject as well. So आप मुझे बता सकते हो in the comment box, then I would continue, right? So first of all, let me show you here, guys. Yeah, so what you can do here is you can follow this YouTube channel, right? And let me, yeah, it might be, yes. So these when you will search on a YouTube, right, so you have to put my name, okay, or you can put the Dheeraj Mishra gate. If you will put, so better you will be able to search me, right? So let me show you here, okay. So what you have to do here is okay, let me, so yeah, so here you can put what, Dheeraj Mishra gate, or you can also find me using Alexa, right? So you can say that Dheeraj Mishra gate here, so it will give you directly, right? So this is my YouTube channel where now 603 subscribers are there. I mean, they are all pure electronics guys, okay. So this was my first YouTube channel, sorry, not first, this was my first session on linear algebra, okay. You can see the thumbnail, this is me and this is how it looks, okay. So this is how it looks in the big screen, right? So yeah, okay. So hi everyone, as I promised that I'm going to start, this is my small studio, right? Mathematics, for engineers, right? For you can, so let me forward this, and this was the, yeah. If we want to solve this, so see how I started with, right? So I started with linear algebra and I talked about what is fundamental problem of linear algebra, right? Linear equations. So you should be able to identify that what we are discussing, okay? The fundamental problem of linear algebra is to solve system of linear equation. Okay, so I hope you will be liking all these things. So these things you have been doing since many years, you can say, right? You started with linear equation in one variable. Yes, yes, Ritik. Your T-shirt defining you well. Yes, yes, yes. So you guys can follow this. This is one of the very useful channel for you, right? Though it has my name, but yeah, you can still follow it. Okay, not because of my name, but because of okay, the content I'm going to offer you, right? But if as we go ahead in the class 10th, right? See, I started with linear equation in one variable. Okay. Pair of linear equation in two variable. Okay, I started with the you know okay, you can see here. So let me get back again. Okay. So this is what the interface is, and the very important okay, so you don't have to watch these sessions, just you see here, okay, complete engineering mathematics, all these things I have been talking. And you can also see how to solve questions, okay. So let me show you how do I solve questions. So suppose this is a question here, okay. So most of the students what they do is okay, so yeah, this is a question here, right? So you see here. Now, what we will be doing here is we will solve one question based on GATE CGD paper. So suppose this question is asked in GATE 2022 in the latest paper only, and this question was from analog circuit, right? Op-amp based problem along with. So what people make mistake here is they find transfer function. Okay, they waste time, right? Figure is given, so remember that your calculation should be very smart. Okay, you should not write big steps, right? You should be able to solve question within less amount of time, because 1,000 words, okay, 1,000 words contains in one picture. Remember, whenever picture is given, okay. So you can see here the Bode plot is given, okay. So okay, better than. So whenever you are studying analog circuits, so you must be also good at control system, because when you are doing frequency response of any circuit, so you can see in this question one important diagram was given, right? That was Bode plot, right? So where you have to identify where your gain is decreasing by 3 dB, and that is the 3 dB frequency. And this question was straightforward, right? You can directly find out the R and C values, right? Yes, hi Ayush, yeah, great. So you are in final year, definitely we will get in touch once you will start your preparation for GATE 2040, 2024, right? So be ready. Till then, I would be more focusing on personal guidance program. Okay, I would leave everything and I would be conducting, kind of sessions for you guys. Okay, so yeah. So I think you are appearing for GATE 24, right? 24, I think, yeah. So yeah, so you can follow these things. These are very useful, right? And I do not shout, in fact, when I solve any questions. So see, if somebody is teaching and he's shouting on YouTube, right? So you can understand the concept behind that. Okay, what concept is there? They just want to make their voice reach to you. That's it. They don't want to talk about actual concept, right? Okay, so you might have seen various educators are there. Okay, they shout, okay, on an easy concept, but when it comes to tough concept, right, they don't shout. Okay, because you know that what I want to say, right? So this is what the story here is. You need less to shout. Okay, and your life is, if you are from electronics and communication engineering background, so you should know that how to conquer any problem, okay, by dividing into sub problems, right? How to solve any problems. Okay, so this is what the kind of concept. See, in one step, okay, we can solve any question. And one more question I want to show you guys. Let me get back and show you. Okay, so this was a question. In fact, I would also conduct some of the session for quantitative aptitude, okay, and vocabs. Okay, so update about analog. And here you can see this time electronics and communication and computer science. This is one of the wonderful combination for each engineers if they are from electronics and computer science. Okay, so here is the update. And this question, again, analog question, you can see the solutions and you can decide how to solve questions in real manner, right? See, in this question you will not find any small signal model when I solve questions, right? Okay, and this question you can see, in fact this question you can see here, most of the students says that if there is a arrow in the source terminal, right, so that terminal will be only source. Okay, but that is not the concept, guys. Okay, most of the students have confusion in determining or identifying the terminal of the MOSFET. So here I discussed everything here, how you can determine which terminal is a source terminal or which terminal is a drain terminal. Okay, higher the potential, okay, if any terminal has higher potential, then that is going to be the drain terminal, right? And if you are able to identify drain and source, so this question is straightforward, right? And you can see I started hide series for linear algebra, so I am now continuing, right? Okay, so this is what the session here is. And let me go into my so don't watch these things, right? Okay, I mean some sessions are there which are not mine, so this is my exclusive here. Okay, so you can see I'm live right now. Okay, okay, great. So update about my linear algebra YT sessions. Okay, so these things you can watch, right? So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so let me wind up the session here. If you have any doubt or anything, you can always WhatsApp me. Hmm? Let me go back and yeah. So I have uploaded many question solutions where you can learn, you can decide whether you want to join me personally or not. So you can join me personally. Many students are connecting with me, okay? And I will not leave you unanswered of any question, of any doubt. In fact, when you study electromagnetic, you might have seen people are following direct book, right? Guys, you have also the kind of books you can download from YouTube, and so not YouTube, from Google, right? And you can directly study. Okay, if somebody is taking book and explaining you all the concept from the book, right? So that is not the better way of learning, because student will get confused. Student will get confused. Student would be very feeling very obsolete, right? So don't follow obsolete content. In fact, I conducted one session on okay, saying that don't follow the obsolete content and all, right? Where was the session? Let me show you that session as well, so you can also watch that session. I think this was, yeah. So here, avoid obsolete content and the repeated content on YT. You can see various people are there who are again and again taking Purana book, okay, or a Purana question and discussing, right? They're not framing any question. They say that I work in the back end, I create question, but they steal question from different test series. That's what you have to keep in mind. And there is nothing new, okay, when it comes to main exam, that is gate exam, most of the educator, in fact, while solving that paper memory based question struggle. You might have seen, right? And I would show you also who are they and okay, where they lag. I'm not talking about basics subject. I'm talking about these like analog devices, okay, communication, electromagnetics, right? So these things are there. Okay, so this picture you can see, this is a new version of me during pandemic, right? So I was, I went to Pune. There I was teaching. Okay, so that kind of life during pandemic, this kind of picture was there, right? So yeah, and this is very basic. So this was my initiative. Join my personal only live classes for electronic devices, analog circuit. Okay, communication system and electromagnetics. So you guys can follow me right on, and you can WhatsApp me anytime. Okay, so these are the most expected questions, or most all these things, right? So this was the startup for initiative for computer science as well. So I'm planning. So this lecture you can follow, right? Solving a random variable question through symmetry. Nobody teaches this concept, remember, okay? On YouTube, if as far as the gate exam is concerned. Okay. So you will find everything exclusive and unique content on my YouTube channel. You will never find anything copied from. So you can see this kind of a statement. You will never find this kind of a statement from the gate educator. Okay. So semiconductor devices, the energy band diagram, powerful tool, right? So these kind of a question I have done. In fact, I have given a solution here. Though you might see, I explained the solutions here, so they are showing 13 minute or 17 minute. But I make you sure that when you will solve, only you will take a 40 second or 50 seconds. So this kind of a question here, you can see this question in one line you can answer. Okay, this question you can solve in one line. Okay, analog questions. So I lately started these things. Okay, so it's okay, no problem is there. And this question nobody discuss, okay, when it comes to probability associated with them. And this question is many students, in fact many solution you will find from different institutes. They will give you solution of 2 to 3 pages, right? So let me show you this. Okay, okay, so don't see my background, guys. The background is not ready yet. Okay, just I want to see, because it is a black screen, so you might be able to see my background as well, right? Okay. Okay, so if you see in one line, you can solve this kind of a question. Okay, so this is known as Lloyd-Max algorithm. Okay, these things I covered in my classroom. Okay, each year. Okay, so anyone can solve this kind of a question like alpha star minus beta star, how to find. Okay, and these things are there all the time. I emphasize on Okay, so this is my own way of learning, what I always like to share, right? So it's okay, I will not take much time here, and I will wind up the session here. We will meet again on live session using laptop, okay, and where I will teach some of the concepts. So let's meet today in the night for linear algebra session, okay, again. Thank you.